Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. I'm DisturbingPuppet. We're continuing the campaign here playing as the Dark Eldar, or the Drukhari. As you can kind of see, our white colors have spread across the map. We've sort of encircled them from multiple different directions. Well, two directions. Three, I guess. They're sort of up here in the middle. So we've wiped out a bunch of their cities. They've got a lot of characters running around. They've got a demon somewhere. Chaos Lord that we've been beating on, who's been causing us a lot of problems. We had a Castellan robot ran out here causing trouble too. Was trying to hope I could grab this mobile holo projector, but ran into enslavers and a bunch of Krut hounds, so we'll try to do that, but I'm not sure that's going to work out. Yeah, as far as our tech goes, we have an okay amount of stuff. We haven't really made it super far up the tech tree, but that kind of happens in some of these games when you're rushing through. It's been a very quick game. I don't know where the Tau were. They were in here initially and just got wiped out somewhere. There's no evidence left that they ever existed. We did wipe out the Necrons and then been at war with Chaos Space Marines. I think in this one we're probably going to be able to crush them. Right now we're working on the extra vehicle armor. I do have the ability to build Ravagers, but I don't have any because my last one was destroyed by this stupid Chaos Lord over here. A lot of our Raiders are damaged, taking us a long time to kind of recover when we are hurt. But hopefully we will be able to push on and take them out. Economy-wise, we're in really good shape, I think. Nothing too crazy going on, but I'm pretty sure this will be it. We still have active for a few more turns where we're getting some extra research when we kill stuff, so that is helpful. I'm building a replacement Succubus because my last one died fighting Chaos Lord. I think we killed the Chaos Lord and then died in the process. And then, what else? I think we're mainly just building vehicles and trying to get vehicle production going a bit faster. I just have the two cities. I do have the ability to build one more down here, but a lot of the warp gates have been destroyed before I could really do anything. I think there's one... Is there one over here somewhere still, I think? Yeah, so there is one there. This honestly wouldn't be a bad spot to have a forward base where we could produce stuff and push in, but it would take so long that the game will be over before we'd ever do that. We've done everything we can. We're on to hit end turn. This Chaos Lord here is probably going to beat up my Raider here really bad. Like I said, I think there's a Demon Prince running around, but I don't know much else. I do have my Archon on scene, and he is a beast, so let's just see what happens. Well, they just had some guys drop dead for no reason. There's a Castellan robot. And enslavers, all causing problems. I mean, that's just not nice. Yeah, I don't think they have a whole lot else other than these characters here left. We've taken out a bunch of stuff. The Chaos Lord backed off. Interesting, interesting. All right, I'm going to start over here where I can kind of... Yeah, I think we want to stop them from having any advantage, so I am going to come grab this. I can't even attack them because we're close combat only, but I do have grenades. So, I mean, plasma grenade, we might as well, because they're liable to attack me. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to damage them with. I could run down here and steal this, or we could help, but I can't reach to kill anything. That one's probably going to run away, the weak one. Yeah, we're just going to bail on that whole situation. They can't take, because they're flyers only, they can't take these ground things away from me once I grab them. So I'm going to run down here and steal this. Oh, look. I see you. Okay. Question is, do I want to really pursue that? Let's just take all their resources away from them. And we'll worry about that afterwards, I suppose. Down here, we do have a bit of an issue. I can't take this mobile holo projector as long as these guys are next to it. So I am going to keep smacking them. I do have a unit... Oh, I see those Krut hounds now. We've got some witches kind of generally heading up this way. But nothing else I can really do in this whole vicinity. I just don't have any units in this whole area. We're, what, 3 turns away from a Ravager, 4 turns away from a Succubus. I don't have a few things we could send up to maybe help out, but I'm not even sure the game's going to last that long, honestly, the way things are going. Do have a lot of guys out of commission who are repairing, like I said, and it's taking a long time to get these things back up and running. Feels like it's an inordinate amount of time. Even if we're on a tile we control, it's just not going well. Well, over here I only have the raiders. That's really about it. So I might as well pop on up and keep harassing the Lord. He's out in the open. I do have my grenade launchers now on these raiders, so we can do a little bit more damage. So we'll just chase him down. Almost got him, honestly. Can anybody jump? Yeah, I don't know if you can kill him, but I'm going to give it a try. Fly on in there. Excellent. You could just die. Alright, that makes me a lot happier. You pull back. Try to heal up. Can only get to these 2 spots, huh? Fine, we'll push in. Oh, I can just one-shot you. Holy crap. That's crazy. I'm gonna use my Soul Harvest ability. So I can get more influence that way if I kill something. But yeah, my Archon is crazy good. If you can fly, you can avoid him. But if you're anywhere near the ground, he can tear you apart. Get a level up. We'll take the only thing I can, which is just the morale damage. Yeah, that might be it for their units. I kind of wonder if that's it. I don't know where the center of the city is, so I am going to sort of move in here a little cautiously. We're probably going to get shot. Okay. I can fly in. So I don't know if I can see from here, though, is the question. Let's just steal that. I just want to starve them of all resources. And then we'll move in on taking out the city. Oh, that's all my units. Okay. Well, all right then. Yeah, I feel like this isn't going to take too much longer to wipe them out. The fact that the Tau were taken out before I even got up here, so all I had to do was take out the Necrons, who never really did a lot. The Necrons were sort of stuck down in, like, this corner. So they had a bunch of cities and things kind of here, and we ran into them, stopped them, killed a bunch of their spiders that they have. I can't remember what they're called now. That they use to build additional cities. We destroyed 3 or 4 of them as they were trying to scatter and build additional places. And I think we just got them at just the right time to hamper their advancement super, super bad. And we sort of just had them stuck up in this corner, crushed them, and then moved on up, and Chaos Space Marines had cities right here, which is a good idea. It's a choke point. There were multiple cities, so they could actually shoot, but they just didn't have any units here, so we managed to destroy, I think, 1 city before they even got any units over. It was mainly just Chaos Spawn, so I think they were just kind of expanding, looking around. They might have been fighting stupid Castellan robots and all the neutrals. I feel like we had a ton of neutral enemies in this one, and I killed a lot of them down in this area. There were so many Poxwalkers. There were so many of the, what are they, Zephid in this area, I think. It was either here or further up. There were just tons and tons of those guys that we ended up having to fight, but Poxwalkers all over the place. I didn't have too many Castellan robots, and the Crude Hounds causing lots of trouble too, but that was about it. But just the massive numbers of them was just insane. Yeah, we're not going to make any infantry. There's not much point. Well, there is kind of a point, I guess, actually, but it takes so long. 5 turns is the fastest I can do down here. Nah, let's not bother. I could kind of help out over here with these neutrals, but it's not. That's like a side to a side of the war. It's not even that important. All right, let's see what we've got down here. Yep, as expected, they just did that. They'd like to just implant their eggs and then run away kind of thing if we do any damage to them. Unfortunately, I can't do any more damage to them. I'm kind of stuck. So I might want to come up to help out. Our plasma grenades are in such a long cooldown, and we can't fight them Not only they're flyers, but they're out over the water, so we, obviously can't do much. I mean, I could throw haywire grenades at them. It will do some damage. I don't know why, but it does do some damage to them. Okay, if I can take control of this... I can't, because they're adjacent to it. Did get another one. I'm coming! Where did we find a Cybernetica datasmith? Oh, there. Yeah, it'll repair these Castellans. Not what I want to see, but could be worse. Alright. Let's continue with our advance onto the city. So you got nailed a little bit, not too bad. No other enemies around that I can see. I'm going to move right in. Okay, I don't see anything, so we'll start blasting. So I started blasting. I mean, either place we should have cover. The Scourges are so good at taking out cities, it's just that they're kind of weak to return fire. Inch our way up, get in the city next time. My Archon, we will get in the city and start beating on it. Guess I could have done morale damage, but the morale's already quite low here. You guys move in. Something up there they've got control of that's giving them some resources. We've trashed their resources so much, I don't think they're going to be able to do much. I'm just going to send you guys in. You're healthy enough that if we're in cover, you can get shot once and probably be okay. Yeah, I'm going to skip. I'm not going to toss haywire grenades at them. I don't see the point. Okay, 2 turns. Should be faster, so we'll have the extra Dark Foundry done next turn. It's still going to be 2 turns no matter what, because it doesn't make it go from 2 to 0. I am tempted to make some of you Cabalites, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think we kill the Chaos Space Marines before anything happens, so... Oh, we did make some units. Or they came from somewhere. Got some Marines. Extra vehicle armor. Whether equipped with flicker fields or night shields, the vehicles of the Drukhari are hard to spot and harder to target. Integrating Ghostplate into the more prized machines is expensive, but reduces their weight and increases their speed, further reducing the likelihood they can be hit. Excellent. So, I kind of wanted... I do like real space repairs, so vehicles just repair themselves. The Cabalite Trueborn would be nice. They're kind of an upgraded version of our basic infantry. We're only at, what, tier 7? We can get up to tier 8. Is there anything crazy good? Increased movement. Armor penetration of heavy weapons is quite nice. But I think that's about it. If we want to go back, this is tempting. Cabalite Trueborn could be good. I'm really curious about the Kronos. I didn't build the Kronos in my last one. I don't think we'll get far enough that I'll build them, but I'm actually really curious to see what they are. So I'm just going to research them to find out more, honestly. All right, I want to run up and grenade these guys, maybe? Just because they're causing trouble. And Yeah, our cooldown unfortunately is so long with the plasma grenades, I can't really do much. Yeah, it's 1.2, I can't kill you. Let's just move on away. Get away from the Psych Noon, don't worry about it. Okay, so we do have Corn Berserkers. Look what you made. I mean, not a fan, but do we have anybody I can pull back into the front? Kind of. I mean, you're healed enough, I think. I'd kind of like you to help out down here, honestly. My witches, let's go sneak up on them. Tear them apart. Got more Vespid. What the heck? They really don't want me to have control of this. Doing everything they can to stop me. I mean, I think these two are repaired enough. You're kind of repaired enough. Let's load you up. Let's just abandon repairs and start heading in. We could do a little exploring just to check around, like what's here. It is definitely a weird map too, where we've got a whole section of the map that's just empty. I'm gonna, whoa, camera freaking out. I'm gonna just bring people in from the outside in. I might send you down, actually. Like, it'd be great if we could grab control of this other Mohall projector, but it's not something I need to throw a lot of troops at. But honestly, I don't need to throw a lot of troops at the Chaos Space Marines at this point either. My Archon's not in a great position. 4.1 damage. You can't see them. Let me go around. Like we only shot like once there. If I destroy the city, that's it. So I might even be able to take them out here right this turn. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can. I kind of want to, like, wait another turn or something, but I'd like to... I feel like this is an unresolved battle I would like to resolve, but it's not a big issue. And I'd like to take everything they have away from them before they die. Like, I'm becoming Drukhari or something at this point. I want you to lose everything before I kill the last of you, and I want to wipe out all their units before I destroy the city center, you know, that kind of thing. That's what I feel like. That's what I want to do. I can't move next to you there. I can't move anybody out of the way. That sucks. I just want you to suffer and lose everything. So I'm going to not destroy the city right away. Because I want to destroy this unit, and I want to take all their territory away from them before we destroy the city center. It'll be super easy, we can do it, it's fine. We shouldn't have a problem. Bring you around. I'm going to have you skip, so if the other guys move, we can shoot them. I'm going to come around so we can just eat you alive next turn. And I'd like to get my last Ravager out. Oh, we got that up and running. Okay. Yeah, we are running negative on power now. So let's do my old plan that I had forever ago, get some power. We're probably not even going to get our other succubus up. Over here, we are working on a Scourge. We've got food. Loyalty's still a bit of an issue. We could just get a loyalty building. Got a little bit of room to grow, but we're only using 6 of the population. Oh, we got our other research up. That was what we were doing last time, I think. My initial plan here was to go with double Cabalite strongholds so we could build infantry faster, but honestly, at this point, it really doesn't matter. Loyalty, honestly, doesn't even matter, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it because it's something to do before the end. Yeah, they're recovering over there. Did you just attack my Archon? They went after the Scourges. Didn't do super well. Alright, so, my plan. Ah, there's more. That's fine. I've got grenades. Well, I don't need it though, so tear them apart. Can you kill them? You can. I'm going to take the mobile holo projector. It's thematically appropriate, and it's just taking more stuff. Took everything up there. Gonna look for anything else we need to steal. So Wireweed's kind of in the way. So you can't make it in there. Can't shoot if I move. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway, just because I want to steal all your resources. And I don't really need to do anything fancy. We just one-shot kill your last squad. Your Khorne Berserkers versus Archon, I win. And I even have another action, but there's nothing else for me to fight that's next to me. You're so pathetic, there's nothing left for me to even fight. Not quite a kill, just with a Raider and some grenade launchers. How about a Haywire Grenade? Is that enough to destroy you? Just to add maximum insult, I'm going to destroy you with a basic infantry. Yes, it is! Died a Haywire Grenade. Victory! Oh, this is to be savored. As Vecht himself ever ventured so far, beaten so many, conquered an imperial hive world, we will return to Camorra and dethrone him. Well, I mean, that's obviously very optimistic of you. So, yeah, we were overall kind of in the mix. The Tau, it must have been Tau and Chaos Space Marines fighting. Necrons never really got going much. We're pretty steady. I think we just had a better military, but my military mostly relied on using my characters to kill stuff. We weren't super great otherwise. Since we were pretty limited in building stuff, we did have a bit of an economic issue to start with. I do feel like the Dark Eldar, the Drukhari, start fairly weak, and a lot of your basic infantry units you start with are not that great. So we did get up. We didn't have any like major losses ever. We lost a few, but then yeah, we're just fighting Chaos Space Marines. Actually, this is probably time. So we took out... We're building up our army, fighting the Necrons. We crushed the Necrons. We lost a couple here. Chaos Space Marines the whole time are like building tons of stuff. Mainly seem like heroes. Then we ran into the Chaos Space Marines and just destroyed their entire army without too much trouble. How do we do on research? I feel like we were kind of behind. I'm not sure we ever caught up. Well, we got close at the end, I guess. Why the Tau? The Tau died. It should be like nothing at a certain point there. That's weird. Resources accumulated. Actually, we were not even in number 1, which is something that does happen with the Eldar, Dark Eldar, because you're kind of limited in city structure and stuff. So we didn't actually get a huge amount of resources. We're pretty much tied with Chaos Space Marines, which had better stuff. Damage dealt, like double everybody else. Damage taken, not terrible. We made 33 military units compared to everybody else. 31 for the Chaos Space Marines was the best. The Tau had 23. Kind of surprising. I'm curious what happened to the Tau. But yeah, definitely an interesting campaign overall. Now, I am traveling for work this summer, so I'm not going to be in town recording stuff. This is probably the last thing I'm recording that's going to go up. But if I really, really push it like crazy, maybe I could do a really quick Chaos Space Marine campaign of this, but I don't think it's going to happen. If it goes up, it goes up. If I don't, it doesn't. Like, it's just kind of that way. I do have at least a variety of things going up over the summer while I'm gone. I have videos preset and recorded. I just need to upload some more. At the very least, a bunch of Warhammer Quest stuff is going up all through the entire summer without a problem, and then I've got other things going up through at least July. This is probably going up mid-July, late July, something like that. But I don't get back home until the end of August, and then I can start recording stuff and putting things back up. But anyway, just a quick little update there. I'll do something on the channel as well, if anyone's interested in still watching. But that's kind of what's going on, and like I said, I'd like to get a Chaos Space Marine campaign done and in, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. But I did this one, I knocked this out in like 2 days, so maybe I can do the same with Chaos Space Marines? I don't know. Anyway, this has been more of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War, playing as the Drukhari, or the Dark Eldar. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.